Hello and warm welcome to my channel. In this video, you will hear an audio story. Story name Was She a Criminal? Writer Saroy Batare. Chapter 1. My office handed me a transfer order to a remote village branch office. So, my wife, Daisy and me traveled to a village where we were provided with a bungalow to live in. At first, Daisy was not happy at all with my transfer order because we were leaving everything behind and going away. But I assured that she will enjoy our time in a village and she agreed to move on. Not only she, I was also not that much happy to leave family member and my friend circle and my sweet home where I have spent my last 5 years. All I had to leave behind to start a new life in an unknown land. Here, we come sir, the driver said. Is this a bungalow? I asked him for the confirmation. Yes, he replied. I was quite surprised as there were not any single houses nearby the bungalow. So I asked him, why there are not any houses in the surrounding. Let it be, Sam, why it bothers you. It is good for us that we can have our full privacy around here. You and I in this beautiful location can spend some quality time together, Daisy said it by pulling me closer to her. What beautiful location, ma'am. People in this village believe that this area is haunted by the ghost and Lady Ghost is living in this bungalow, the driver said. I saw a fear in his eyes while he was talking about the bungalow. What nonsense, Daisy burst into anger. Sorry ma'am, the driver replied in a low voice. Chapter 2. We entered the house through the large iron gate leading to the main door of the house. We slowly opened the lock and entered the house. From my childhood, I had developed a fear of ghost. I cannot stand at all when someone talks about the ghost and their scary stories. Things which were told by the driver outside were playing in my head while entering the house. The dark brown iron fence which surrounds home looks like it's coming close and trapping me in it had already increased my heartbeat. After entering the house I found the same image of a house which my mind had set up about the haunted house. Furniture, wall, and staircase were filled with a dust and spiderwebs were spread all over the roof. Why are you standing there? Daisy shouted from a hall. Coming, Daisy, don't you think this house looks so much strange? I think what driver told about this house is right. Haha, so you are scared now? No, not at all, I replied. Although, I said no to Daisy. I was somehow scared by the driver's talk. I wondered what may be the reason this house is being haunted by the ghost. Chapter 3. Hey, where are you lost? Daisy's sound woke me up from thinking and I said, I was wondering how beautiful women I have been married to. Okay, now stop this nonsense and go and take a bath. Don't take seriously whatever the driver talking outside. He was absolutely talking nonsense. Things like a ghost, a spirit does not exist in today's world. Only people who are uneducated and superstitious believe in such kind of rubbish. I will be preparing dinner in the kitchen, Daisy replied by pushing me away. I was not all convinced by Daisy's word as I had heard a lot of people saying their story about their encounter with a ghost. Most importantly, I had a mind set up if there is an existence of God, there must be an existence of ghost also. As everything in the world has two sides, for example, good and bad, ugly and beautiful, past and future, debit and credit, birth and death, man and woman. In the same way, if there is God, there is a ghost also. Daisy, I forgot to take the towel. Please give me a towel, I screamed from the bathroom. Daisy, are you listening? I again screamed from the bathroom. But no reply from her made me wonder what she is doing. Is she in a problem? Negative thoughts began to roll all over my head. So I took bath quickly and headed towards the kitchen. But to my surprise, Daisy wasn't there. Daisy, Daisy, I started calling her again. But no reply from her again. Suddenly, the lights were off, and I lit a candle. I started to move forward and all of the sudden candle blow out. I stood there for a second thinking, how could a candle blow out when there wasn't a wind? Chapter 4. holding a candle in one hand and moved toward the bedroom. When I opened the door of a bedroom, I saw a nightmare in front of me. I saw a girl hanging by the rope at the cliff of a room. Her hair was open, scars and injuries throughout the whole body, and her eyes were full of blood. I went completely blank seeing the situation and wanted to run away from there but couldn't because I saw a man's dead body lying in a corner in miserable condition. The body looks like as if its half body part is eaten and remaining left to rot. I was lost looking completely at the dead body. Suddenly I felt someone is holding me from a back, so I turned around and looked back. It was the same girl who was hanging by the cliff a few seconds ago. The scene in front of me was not anything less than a horror movie. It makes my heart shiver really hard, and I am sure it was the worst nightmare that I have ever faced in my life. Chapter 5. She screamed in a loud voice pointing toward dead body. Bastard, you got punished for what you did with me, and now I will punish that woman who is also responsible for making my life a hell. I would leave this house only by punishing them. The situation was so terrific that body parts were spread all over the room and blood was scattered over the wall. A bad smell was spreading throughout the room. I silently observed the whole situation and praying to the God to get out me from this situation. My heart was beating infinite times per second. I was thinking that at any cost I must go out from here and search for Daisy and leave this place as quickly as I can. But, where is Daisy? Where to look out for? Suddenly my phone rang and it was Daisy's call. Hello Daisy, where are you? I whispered in a phone. Sam, I received a phone from Dad saying he is here. So I am at a bus station to receive, but he is not here. Okay, you stay there. I will also come there and we both will look for him, I replied to her. I feel relieved by knowing Daisy is safe. I was only thinking how to run away from this ghost and reach to Daisy quickly so that we can leave this immediately. I had been lying in the ground seeing the whole scenario for a while. I am feeling dizzy and my head is burning out and felt like my whole body is paralyzed. But I must stand, that's my gut feeling coming from my heart, I must stand up for Daisy. After several attempts, I was able to stand up in my feet. Suddenly a message appeared on the wall before me, which almost took my life. A message displayed on a wall read like this: save your wife if you can. I will not leave her. The woman who I was talking about is none other than your wife. She had made my life a hell. Now I will show her what a hell is. I will not leave until I kill her. She is a bloody criminal. Chapter 6. Those lines leave me devastated, scarred, and torn apart. How can a woman I loved so much can be a criminal? What had she done to this lady? How is my wife related to this lady? Numerous questions began to pour in my mind. But the heart was not ready to accept that fact. She is criminal. She is a woman who used to cry a lot when seeing even some animal in pain. How can such a woman destroy anyone's life? She was a woman who used to be afraid of a simple mistake. How she can be a criminal? No, she can't be a criminal, my heart got the answer. Suddenly then I remembered that she is the target of that ghost and I should save her anyhow. I made a mindset that I will even give up her life but will not let that ghost reach the love of my life. I quickly moved towards the hall. I took off the car key from the drawer and headed toward the station. I backed out of the hallway and down the stairs as quickly as possible. The only thing playing on my mind was, I must save her. My hands were shaking while I was putting a key in a car. The car engine started and I drove ahead. After driving for a few minutes, I reached a station and saw Daisy standing on the passenger stand. Daisy, I shouted and she came running toward me. I hugged her and asked, are you okay? She said, yeah, I am all right. How did you come here? The car was at home and the buses are also not available this time. While I was coming here, I saw a taxi outside a bungalow. So I came in it. I am feeling very thirsty, I will go and buy a bottle of water and you go and bring a car from parking. Chapter 7. So I went toward the parking. I was about to reach the parking, I saw a people running in a hurry saying that a bus without a driver has hit a lady and she died on the spot. I also ran toward the accident spot and saw my love Daisy's body lying on the road without the soul. I was devastated by seeing my love dead in front of me and I could not do anything. Everybody was arguing how a bus run without a driver, but I knew the answer. 2 days passed after the death of my love and I still couldn't find the answer to my question, was she a criminal? Suddenly the same girl whom I saw that night appear before me. Sorry for all the trouble I gave to you. I am leaving this house but will not ask forgiveness for killing your wife. Because she is a criminal. Hey, don't call her a criminal, what she had done wrong to be called criminal? Do you have an answer? Chapter 8. Yes, she said. She is a criminal because she has murdered me and my family. Murder? What nonsense are you talking? I burst into an anger. Mr. Sam, I have never seen such innocent people like you. You don't even know your wife's real name is Sarah. She used to run a girl trafficking business in partnership before marriage with a man whom you had seen dead that day. They used to trap a young girl with an attractive offer and sell them at a brothel. I was one of the girls who was forced to live a hell life due to your wife. I tried to run away many times, but I couldn't make it out. So, at last, I prefer suicide over such a hell life. Now you tell me, Mr. Sam, wasn't she a criminal? Yes, she was the criminal. I got the answer which I had been looking for the past 2 days. The only regret I have now is, I loved a woman who was a criminal and responsible for making a life of a young girl a hell. She was a criminal and she got punished for her sins. Hope you all will like this story. So please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel. We'll meet in next video with another story. Don't forget to subscribe.